Hello there, gamers. This is Kahn. Starting my first Let's Play. It's a little bit rough at times. I've never done this before. I don't have all the equipment that I really should have to do this. I'm just kind of piecing it together, see how it goes. I'm just somebody who likes to do a lot of stuff like this. Um, my voice right now is far deeper than it will be in most of this game because I'm sick. So don't expect this voice to be the same one you're gonna hear. I've got about 7 episodes in the can, I guess. I'm gonna start working on getting some of them uploaded. I want to say it improves as it goes along as far as the quality and the structure of it, but I don't really know if that's true because I haven't looked at it all yet. I've watched Let's Plays for, I don't know, past 6 months or so, and I've played this game for, I don't know, maybe a year. Started on the PlayStation, and with Alpha 16 I went to the playing on PC. This is the only game I play. I don't play a bunch of games. I'm not like a lot of the Let's Players who have experience in tons of games. I've been playing games for many, many years, but generally I play one game at a time. That's it. I don't have time to do a whole bunch of games. If Let's Playing lands up being a fun thing for me, I may continue on, but I have no idea. I will invest more money into equipment if need be, but I'm not going to initially. I will see just how fun it is, and if anybody really cares to watch. But here it goes. This is season 1, episode 1, and each episode will be about 30 minutes. Hopefully, I may go a little longer, a little shorter. The let you go over the. It's Warrior Strength, Daylight Length 16, Zombies Run. It's going to be normal. They run at night. Nothing else fun in there. 90-minute, 24-hour cycles. If I play off video, I actually prefer to do 120 minutes. It's just you get more build time, and to me it's just funner. I've gone everything from 60 to 120, and I prefer 120 because I like to build. Building's my thing. Loot respawn in 30. You can put that at whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You hardly ever go. At a certain point, after about day 40 or so, you don't even go back to loot the little stuff anymore, so it doesn't really matter. All you got to do is hit the big crack a book, and you're set on this game at Alpha 16. Drop on death, whatever you want. Blood Moon count 16. I got it at 16 right now. I'll end up bringing that up as time goes on to probably 24. I generally won't go more than 24. Once you get more than 24, you get too much lag, at least on my computer, and it's just a wall of zombies. It's really not all that strategic at a point. You're just basically throwing, explosives at them and shooting in a pile. So I tend to keep it at 16. As long as your player level is high, you will get a good wave of zombies at 16 or 24, or at 24. So no big deal. Airdrops every day. I do airdrops every day. I rarely go chase them down though. I just run into them as I'm going around. Cheat mode off. Okay. All right, but there we go. Those are the settings for this game, and I am using a map that I heard. I guess it was Cage 13-1s. I don't really know anything about the map other than I was watching one of his. He said it was a good map, and I've gone through some really bad random maps, so I figured I'd go ahead and try that random map.
Hello gamers, so Kahn starting my first Let's Play. Never done a Let's Play obviously, and kind of learning on the fly. This is basically Alpha 16. It's about the second or third map or game I've started on Alpha 16. I just spawned in on this map. I haven't done any of the actual little things yet, but I did collective think everything I'm possibly going to need to do it. So, because I didn't want you guys to have to painfully watch me go around punch grass and punch trees. So I went ahead and took care of the gathering of stuff. So yeah, I do play with the PlayStation controller on the PC. So I'm probably not as smooth in a lot of the stuff as you may see some of the people who play with the keyboard, but I generally have no problem all in all once it's all said and done. Let's go ahead and keep that down, I guess. I like this area. I may pick this up in a little bit. Let's see, we get craft stone axe. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna assume that y'all know a little bit about the game. I don't want to go over all the little details to start out. Everybody knows to gather things, you punch it. You know, to start out the game, you gather to gather grass, gather wood. You punch the tree. You can either punch a rock to gather the rock, or you can pick them up. It's generally easier. The way I start a game is I walk around like this, and I punch grass, and I look for feathers, which I've already hit some of those up, and I pick up the little rocks, and occasionally I'll punch a tree, and I'll get an axe built for the first time thing, even though that's not what you're supposed to do to the plant, to the whatever you call it, yeah, oh man, what the hell, whatever you're supposed to do to start the game. We'll just leave it at that. It'll give you a mission. Essentially, your mission is to build all this stuff. It's kind of a pain in the butt after you've done this game enough. It's you know how to. It's kind of just a tutorial more than anything. And if you've played the game, you already know all about it. So, but it gives you the basic stuff. So we will get it all on us, just because. Wearing my shoes, and that should be it. Wooden club. You even though I know what you're supposed to do for these little missions, you have to wait until it actually asks you to do it. You can't build them all ahead of time. Wooden club. And then it automatically check off, which is really kind of cheesy. So in other words, you can't just start off by building your axe and then have it in your inventory. You're going to have to build it when it comes up. Bow and arrows. Can never have too many arrows. Two things you're going to have a lot continually in this game is wooden crates or wooden frames. Wooden frames are so useful, and then you're always going to be carrying some type of weapon. No matter what you're doing, you're going to have a weapon. Later in the game, it may be a gun, but earlier in the game, it'll be a bow. I'm going to favor some of these things as I'm going along. Do I not have? That's right. I just used all my wood. Favoriting the wood frames. That's going to be one of the first things you do. Like I said, you will always just about carry wood frames. Maybe later on you may prefer to do the metal frames, the rebar frames, or something like that, because they basically work the same. And you're going to be using the rebar frames more for your construction than the wood frames. But the wood frames tend to be a little more disposable. You can stuff them indoors. You can, nerd pull yourself up places and just leave them there. You don't really want to do that with a rebar frame. It's a little bit more expensive. So, and you can make a nice little quick barrier with the wood frames. So always kind of have some of them with you. And yes, I don't need 48, but like I said, I don't mind having them with me. Now, I do look a little bit newbie the way I do the controls because I am using the PlayStation controller. But like I said, I've played this game plenty. Survival for me generally is not a big issue. Yes, I'm a little bit slow in the box trying to get my stuff out from time to time. I do not know how I do have the keyboard with me. I do have a mouse with me. I just kick back and play the game. So I do not know the hotkey when you open a box to drop your stuff in the box. If one of you guys could tell me that, I'm sure I could look it up somewhere, but it's never been a huge problem with me. What I'm doing now is I'm going to chop down a few trees. I obviously need to upgrade some wood frames here, but I got a little bit of a plan, kind of a thinking ahead. These are my two favorite biomes right here, the desert and the forest. So I think what I'm going to do is make a shovel. What do I need for a shovel? Stone shovel. Stone shovel. Oh, I need more rock. I think what I want to do, and this is something that not many Let's Players do. I usually start building a little bit of a base before I do any looting, just because, I don't know, to me it seems like it's smart to have it all ready to go whenever you need it. The settings I'm using are, it's at Warrior, it's 16-hour days. I think I got it only on 16 zombies on Blood Moon. Now, I played many games, and that gets adjusted up as you go along. Zombies running at night, walking in the day. I'll probably never go more than, what is it, 24 zombies at night? Is that what it is? I don't like going the maximum. I don't like going 32. You get too much lag. Plus, it just ends up being a wall of meat. So, this early in the game, I really just don't want to spend all my time preparing for a horde. I'm kind of more of the builder kind of guy. I like actually doing things. I got it at 90-minute days. If I wasn't doing a Let's Play, I'd probably do it at 120-minute days. And that's something that's not all that popular among the Let's Players that I've seen. I'm going to build me a shovel here because I want to try something really quick. Well, you know, okay, it's not going to be all that quick, but maybe what I'll do is I'll get it done and I'll pause the game one and then get back when I'm done with it. Again, because I like this area. I like the desert has all the yucca, so I can survive in this area for quite a while if need be. So this might be a place to put down just a little bit of a place to hang out. There's two ways you could do that. You could either go in a house, which I've never, you know, like everybody else who's played this game, I'll go into a house and, you know, board it up and prepare it for the first horde night. But I've just grown to not really like that way. It's just kind of a total waste of time. You're spending all your time in a crappy little house. What I've landed up doing over time is I've learned to just tunnel through the bottom of the house, and that'll be my first fort or first base in that area. Okay, I'm probably going to pause it here, but I'll explain what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a little area where I can go underground here, like essentially what you'd normally see as a mine. I'll make it probably like a 5x5 cap on it, and then put a hatch over it. The reason why I want it here is good and bad reasons. I want it here because I can go just a little bit under, then I can curve over and go to the desert. The desert is really easy to dig in. Now, that's bad because of zombies, but I'm not all that worried about zombies at this point as far as being able to tunnel. This is a really flat area. I think I'll be fine. I have never really had problems with zombies digging into my bases. I know a lot of Let's Players will do all these extra precautions, but like I said, I've never seen. This looks like clay. Is this clay too? Anyways, What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the game here, and I will come back when I have this built. There's nothing really all that sophisticated about it. I'm just going to dig down a little bit, and I'm going to do my required wood frames in it, so I don't waste the wood frames. I'll do just a couple there. See, this is why it takes forever to dig this stupid with these stone shovels. I will be back in a flash. Okay, I've got my little area. I'm not going to upgrade these too much. This could either be a temporary or something a little bit more permanent. I don't know yet. I just like to have a place that I can go in case, you know, it gets to Horde Night or whatever. And yes, by the way, I do, for the first couple rounds, I will go underground for the first couple Horde Nights if I don't see any real benefit to staying up. In Alpha 16, they basically took all the good stuff out of the good loot from the zombies. So it's really not worth all that much to do it if you want to go ahead and get a jump on your base. This is all in clay and sand, so not the best place to put a base. So I'm going to put these wooden plates around the edges to keep the zombies from coming in. Now, what will I do with this? I don't really know yet. Let's just get it done, and we know it's here. It's kind of basically my wood plate. Okay. Now, there's different styles of playing this game. There are the people who will never pass up a moment to, you know, go shoot an arrow in the head of a zombie, and then there are the people who really prefer building above anything. I'm the type that prefers building above anything. Build a wooden ladder. Find out where it'll... Okay, basically, as long as I can dive down here and start my night, I'm good with it. Alright, now I need to do a campfire. Do a campfire right here. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it again. I'm gonna dig out a spot big enough to put my box in, and I'll probably set the campfire down in there. So just hang on just a second. Okay, gamers. Basically, I'm pretty much. This is my hole. Um, this is where I will be going at night. What I will do is I will dig. I will mine at night. Uh, when I was in there, I actually heard zombies up above me. So I don't know if it was a little horde or what, but there's one over there. I'm gonna start doing my looting and whatnot here in a minute. I'll go around and I'll collect some yucca. Yeah, this yucca is great. If you're just playing this game, hit this yucca up whenever you get a chance. It's good for food, good for water, good for everything. So I'll probably make a nice big run in there for yucca. And also I want to get enough stone and stuff to be there overnight to dig, have enough shovels and whatnot. Eventually you want to get something like the beer or the alcohol or the coffee, because it allows you your stamina to stay up. Try this guy real quick. Okay. A little bit rusty. Oh man. Anyways, I'm going to stop this one here, and I don't know if I'll add a little more to this one or just pick it up later. But this is generally something similar to what I do in the first few days. I just did it on the first day on this one, simply because I liked being next to the desert and the forest. It gives me a lot of options of stuff I can do. There's a road right there. There's a POI there. There's some POIs up there. Look like that could, there actually may even be a city over there. POI there. There's a lot of little things I can go look at to slowly gather my stuff. So this looks like a kind of a good starting point. Will I continue from here? I don't know. It's hard to say. I usually like being in on the water near a peninsula or something, but we will see. But thanks for watching, and I will pick it up here in a minute. Okay, gamers. Decided I'm going to go ahead and finish this day out, at least get to the nighttime. It's 1700. We've got a few hours. These POIs aren't that far away, so I think I can get over there and do a little bit. I want to keep the grass with me, keep the feathers, make some more arrows. Take all this stuff out. A lot of this stuff I don't need. $775 things of clay, which is actually not a waste of material, because once I start digging down and get into that rock, I can start making the what's it called, the flagstone. And definitely because the flagstone is pretty much the next level of stuff. Okay, 21 arrows. I'm not gonna leave these. Need the right. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 shovels. Enough rocks. I'm gonna need to grab some more wooden stuff. Let me go ahead and chop down. Great. Let me go ahead and get this guy. These guys sometimes have hunting rifles with them, so although I don't usually use rifles this early in the game because there's not enough ammo, it gives me nothing. See if I can't get a bone from them in case I run into a deer or something. Have something to cut it up with. Wasting my axe. This is what kills you about this game. The first couple of days, you end up doing so much little goofy stuff. Let me get a... There we go. Go ahead and make your bone shiv when you get a chance, because it definitely helps. Definitely helps if you get a chance to get a deer or something. Not going to have a whole lot of arrows. I'm not going to have a whole lot of opportunity to shoot anything other than maybe some zombies going in. I should be okay food-wise because I picked up a little bit of yucca. I can always, with Alpha 16, one of the differences between Alpha 16 and the previous versions is Alpha 16, you can actually walk around in the dark fairly easy. As long as you go slow, crouch, they won't find you. It's only if you got light or maybe... Whoa! I don't have a club. Let's make a club. Must have put it in the box. Blunt instrument. Nice easy target. Problem is you get your legs and break your legs. Okay, and nothing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and head over to this POI. Man, it would be nice to have more. There's another little crawler. Come here, buddy. I do realize, you might see in the top right corner that I do need to go to the settlement still and go to the trader. I don't see much of a hurry because I have nothing to trade to him, and there's not really, I haven't even spent my points yet. So, that is what that is. You can head over there whenever. That's the last of the mission. These little POIs, man, they can have a lot of guys. I really wish my... Oh, great. Not to be a prude, but they really didn't need to have a stripper in this game. I don't think it really has to. These weren't even the zombies that were in the POI, so just clearing them out, the area. If y'all didn't play the previous versions, the way they do it now is actually better. Ooh, corn, getting corn early, which was pretty good. Usually the corn is in the plains biome. Let me see if I can't make a few more arrows. I don't want to use all my wood. How much wood I got? 84. Yeah, I want to go ahead and make... I should need at least 34 to get an arrow gray. I need a club too, damn it. I'm going to scrap this thing. It will be a nice little victory if, oh great, now I scrap my only club. If I can find a pot in here, yeah, a cooking pot. Another bird's nest. I'm gonna go get some yucca while I'm waiting for my... Yeah, I could cancel the arrows, but I'm not gonna do that. A lot of bird's nests around here. I don't know how this is going to be long term, but I really like these nice little POIs right near where I'm at. These should be relatively easy to clear out. feral. Damn it. Ah. Yeah, not a fan of walking backwards in the desert when at this early of the game. The little bit of damage you may do on that cactus can be a problem. Okay, we got a way in. Come here, Missy. Come here, Missy. This is the POI that quite often has a forge in it. One good technique to use on this is to clear them out before you do all your looting. Obviously, I did not do it. And this is the same group that just spawned in there in the first place. I want to do this. Slow them down. Really? Moron. Okay, I have a feeling something's gonna come. See, one's already spawned where that one left up there. This is somewhat of a flaw with this. I like them spawning in the buildings and not out, but there is a limit. What am I on? What am I on? What am I on? I'm stunned. There is a limit to how many should spawn in a POI. I don't want to spend all my time. All these guys coming from the fields after me. All these freaking guys, man. I'm not gonna be happy if I gotta get them out of there twice. I could lead them away. Don't forget about me. Look at Blood Moon Night. Oh, look at all these friggin' guys, man. They're just all over the place. They,
Okay, gamers, I'm going to call it quits right there. Looks like this map so far has a bunch of kind of straggler zombies. These little POIs in this are going to be a pain. I've noticed in that one little POI thing spawned at the same spot like 3 times. It makes it very tough when you got your base arrows and your base bow and your base club. Uh, I'm going to end this one looking for that elusive cooking pot, which you really need in these first stages of the game. It's kind of one of those first things you need to check off. So the second episode should be uploaded pretty much about the same time this one is, so just jump on over to it if you want and take a look, see how things go. And thanks for watching.